this is what it looks like here as I'm driving along. It's just kind of pretty.
So I'm heading out to my property I bought in Arizona. Going to be living off the grid. Want to show you guys the whole trip. So this is along the way through New Mexico, Gallup, New Mexico area.
Well, okay. This is David Vos coming into St. John's, Arizona. Got about 30 miles to go, but I wanted to document this as we come into town, or we start getting closer. It's a couple of days before March. I don't remember the date actually. I'll have to look that up and let you know here in a minute. But there's a little bit of snow on the ground, guys. It snowed a couple of days. And, well, isn't it pretty? Ooh, doggy. It's just prettier than any place I've ever seen in my life. I love it. I love it. Look at all those little junipers. Pretty as can be. Pretty as can be. Well, we're going to document the whole dadgum thing as we drive out to see the property. You're going to see it with me, guys. Junction 61, half a mile. Oh, buddy. Yes, sirree. This is Arizona. The land of the brave. Where the buffalo roam. Woohoo! Still filming.
Well, guys, I also wanted to point out while we're driving along here, I've dubbed this in over top. You can watch the scenery as we go by, but you know, we're in the middle of this series, and this is probably one of the most important series we've done. So I don't want you to think I forgot about it and I'm not going to go back to it, because we're really going to actually start getting into probably the most important parts. I mean, right down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to find out if Trump really is on our side. We're going to find out about the Pope. We're going to find out about the Knights of Malta and the Knights of Columbus and the Freemasons. And we're going to literally prove beyond any shadow of a doubt who these organizations are, what's going on, what their plans are. Are we ever going to come out of this darkness? Are we going to come into the light? Are things going to start looking up? You know, the Bible true? Is there some kind of conspiracy to destroy mankind? Are there aliens coming from other planets? We got the answers to this. You got a lot of people interested in this, and people that have studied their whole lives and tried to understand what's going on. And many of these videos floating around out there on the internet are really, really interesting. You can watch some of these people as they try to figure out what's going on. The problem is they don't want you to know what's going on, the higher-ups, and they're putting out a lot of propaganda, false information. It's going to throw you off. So we got to get down, we got to start figuring this out from a different angle. And so that's what this series is going to be about. We're going to prove through some different angles that most of the other videos you're going to see on YouTube are not going to have this angle. They're not going to combine all of this intricate detail from the scriptures, from the Sumerian tablets, and from esoteric wisdom, and you know, put it all together. And then the facts on the ground as to what's really going on. Just the other day, Pope Francis, remember, he's the one that had Pope Benedict step down. He's protecting him because that guy was a pedophile and he was going to get exposed. But they had this all worked out because Pope Francis is also a Jesuit, with first Jesuit ever take over the papacy. And just the other day, he took over the Knights of Malta completely. Remember, the Knights of Malta are a separate organization, a whole sovereign nation, and they had more authority than any other nation on the face of the earth. That's now been consolidated into the hands of the Pope, as well as the Jesuits. And we're going to show that the Pope hates Trump, and Trump is the most powerful man on the earth today, and he's battling these guys. It's basically the Pope, who is wearing the white robe, but he's also a head of the black robe Jesuits, and he's consolidated all the powers of evil on this earth, and all the money and all the power, and they really don't like Donald Trump because he's more or less drying up their reserves and their monies and their pedophilia rings, and this is a war, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to prove what's really going on. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to this trip that you guys probably want to see where I'm going and what I'm doing here. Going to live off the grid, guys. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Oh man. Oh wow. I'm so excited. Take a look at this country. It's beautiful, friends. Yeah, this is beautiful. Man, I'm so excited. I hope you all stay tuned and watch the rest of this series, because this is just going to be mind-boggling and a must-see for anyone who wants to know what's really going on in this world, friends. But I'm going to be here in Arizona for a while now, and hopefully the rest of my life up here, and build me a little cabin out here off the grid. Boy, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I'll try and document the whole thing, friends. Yeah. So excited.
Well, hello, St. John. It's good to see you. You're just a pretty little town, aren't you? The Circle K. Well, they got cops in this town. One of them pulled over somebody. Blue! What are you doing in the road? He's about to run over. He's excited because we're just pulled into town. And there we are. This is the grocery market. Pretty cool, huh? Bakery and deli, and beer. And hardware, all in one store. Why, it's a veritable Walmart. Look at this, it's just like another Walmart. Like a little Walmart. Look at all this stuff, all this hardware. Wow, we got it all in this town. Look at that lumber. This is the hardware. We played the rock and roll music. The bathrooms. It's a pretty nice store. The grocery part. Well, good morning, friends, and I'm going on out to my property. This here is, I guess you'd call it a county road. Sunrise. Arizona. Woo-wee. Beautiful. Right out in that direction is my property over that knoll.
So, yeah,
There we go.
you guys got to stay tuned for
Okay.
the next video I do where I get back into the series. You know, it's just so much going on, so much propaganda. You need to hear this, friends. What's the evidence that shows that we're about to make some headway? There's a battle going on. I want to prove that Trump is really on the good side. There is a group of individuals on the good side that stuff that, you know, unless you really know what's going on, it's going to be confusing, because a lot of people, we've been raised, we've been told that everything of the occult, all the Masons, everybody's all evil. It's all in the same boat. They're all equally bad. They're all child molesters and pedophiles. Well, there is. That's what we talked about with Aleister Crowley and a group of individuals that are literally seeking Satan and to take over the world by the power of force, and families that go back all the way to the 13 families, bloodlines that go back to Rome, and they've all become popes and have all the power of the medical and the pharmaceutical and the banking and all of this stuff. We're going to get into all of that. But there are some individuals who used to be Templars, came down, ended up on the they ended up in different groups like Rosicrucians. Many of the founding fathers were Rosicrucians. We're going to talk about societies, all these groups that call themselves societies. Remember the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, friends? That's just not a coincidence. They're not a church. They're one of these societies.
This is right near
And
my property.
all societies started off bad, and not all of them are bad. The Freemasons were just expelled from the Catholic Church a few weeks ago.
Wow.
Pope Francis expelled all Freemasons from the church. Friends, this is a war.
Almost there.
So let's get back into this. I want to show you where I'm going, friends. This is great. Watch it.
To the gate. There's cows out here on my property. Well, this isn't my property, but I didn't think there'd be cows out here. That view, nice. Okay, well, that was not my road. We went down the wrong road. It's actually up there, so missed it. Go check that out. This is my road. No gate, thank you. A lot better. Alright. Big power line out here. Crazy. And a railroad. I had no idea that the railroad was out here. Huh. Okay. Thank goodness I don't live under this big power line, but we're on our way out there. Got a mile or two to go. And this is the railroad track that we got to cross over. And we're heading out that way. Catch you on the flip side. Well, let's let these dogs out. We're here. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Well, pretty interesting, huh? This is up on top of the hill of the property. The little puppy's coming. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. There's a baby coming. It's a steep little hill, isn't it? Yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So pretty. I think I'll put the trailer right here up on top of the hill. property goes clear on the other end of that hill, as far as you can see, up way up past the top of the hill, and down around. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going back in to get the trailer. This is they're heading back out. I'm gonna go get ourselves the trailer. And I don't know if you can see the, oops. Downtown St. John's in the daylight. Wow, gas is high, $2.35. Pretty good sized little tree on Blue. It's probably 15 feet. You know, like a regular tree. I like this. All right, there's the trailer up on the hill. This is all around the property. There it is. That's where I parked it for now. But I'll show you from up here the view. You can see the mountains over there. Can't hardly see them right now, but all the way down the valley. This is it. So this is it. That's what I was talking about. You can see that factory thing over the hill there. Other than that, we're all alone out here. This is the little restaurant. Yummy. No fries.
About 7 hours ago, Sandra, Secretary Pompeo went to Manila. The Vietnamese
Getting set up.
went
Got
to Beijing,
the
China,
generator
and Xi
running. We
Jinping
got
remains in
electricity.
Hanoi tonight. So we'll see about his move.
There's the babies playing. Hi. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We're out here on the old wild west prairie on the High Chaparral. Blue loves it. He's not sure what a fire is. He never seen a fire before. Baby's staying way away, huh? This is Lyman State Park. neat rock formations. This is right by my house, or my property. Got a little Sedona going on here. We're not that far from Sedona. I love Arizona. Prettiest thing I ever did see. And this is the road back to St. John. Heading home. There's the Lyman Lake. Another little restaurant.